Welcome back to the Emerald Diamond, everyone. It's been a while since we've been here. The Warblers versus the Marauders. Game number 71 here of Cheese League Baseball. Nick Hammond on the mound today for the Warblers. Flavio Yoft on for the Marauders. Gray Rose steps in. Leads it off for the Warblers. And fouls that one off. And quickly, one out. Pitching there from Yoft as Watson steps in. Shortstop today for the Warblers. Nubs one foul. Let's take a look here at Yoft. Four-seamer, two-seamer, slider, curve. More of a power pitcher with accuracy. That one's popped up. And Cochran is there to put it away for the second out. Brings up Marlon Johns, first baseman for the Warblers, and he pops that one up to left field, and Buck is there to put it away for the third out of the inning. It's a nice overhead look of the Emerald Diamond as we go to the bottom of the first. Lila Quinto steps in. Hammond, more of a junk and accuracy pitcher than a velocity pitcher. Four-seamer, slider, curve, and change. So you see a little more off-speed stuff from him. And Quinto, it's a base hit up the middle, right through the wickets there. So the home team Marauders have base runner, and that brings up the hot-hitting Raina McLongthrob. If you just watched any of our stats videos, you'll recognize the name McLongthrob. She is the league leader in average currently, and she rounds that one foul. 1-1 now to McLongthrob. Grounded to Yang, to Watson, to Johns for the 4-6-3 double play. Brings up Joaquin Buck. And he grounds that one to Yang for the third out. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Warblers here in the top of the second. Judy Charles leads it off. Hitting 286 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs, so having a pretty decent year. Warblers fans, it's been a while since we've seen them play a game. 1-2 on Charles. And that one's diving, stopped by Pepperonis to get the out. Play there by Tater Pepperonis. Barneswell steps in now. Barneswell's hitting well. He's one of the better hitters in the Warblers lineup. And grounds that one to Gentry for out number 2. And Ortiz steps in. Right fielder for the Warblers. 96 in the gun there from Yoft. 2-1. And working now, 2-2. Now one's popped up. Ortiz hits that one right at Fuller for the final out of the inning. 4, 5, and 6 now due up the bottom part of the second. For the home team Marauders. And 2-1 now to Gentry. And nubbed in front of home plate. Hammond takes it himself for the first out. Brings up Xerox Liu. Playing right field today. Marauders. Marauders sit atop the Pepperjack division, and Leo hits a base hit into right field. Marauders are atop the Pepperjack division with the Olympians. Pretty much a statistical tie. In second, third place, depending how you look at it, is actually the Warblers. The Warblers are 7-6, and the Marauders are 9-4. So, a little Pepperjack division. They throw over and check on the runner. Pepperjack division rivalry here. Fuller fouls one off. In the right field line. 1-2 now on Fuller. Runner goes, and actually Oh, look at that. They got the out after all. Wow. The ump might have given them the perimeter or the is that the ballpark? The ballpark thing there. Pepperonis for the first out. What the heck is it called? If you're in the ballpark of second base, you get the out. You don't even have to step on it. Nico McLongthrob up. And he hits a base hit into left field. So pair of McLongthrobs. Their sister pair, of course. So Nico is on first. One out base hit. Rip Lynn steps in, the number 9 hitter. And that one's hit well down the left field line and foul. And Rip Lynn strikes out. Good pitching there by Yoft. Froze him. Brings up top of the order, Gray Rose. 0 for 1 today. With 2 outs and a runner on first. 91 there from Yoft. 94 is really dealing. 1 and 2. Little breaking pitch kind of hung up there. 1 and 2 again. And almost got him to chase. 2 and 2. That's a long fly ball. I think that's going to stay in the park, though, right at the base of the wall. One runner comes home. It's an RBI double, and the Warblers get on the board. They lead at 1-0. As Kenna Watson steps in. And it's a ball high. And 2-1 now to Watson. And 3-1. And there's a strike. Full count now. And got her. 98. Got her swinging on that low heater. 98 miles an hour. But the Warblers get 1 run. So we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom part of the order up. Now for the Marauders. Nick Hammond's up there. He's dealing as well. You know, not a power pitcher. High velocity kind of guy, but he can bring it. 91. 2 and 2 now. On plows. He fouls it off. Popped up. And McLongthrob is there. For the first out, Tedder Pepperoni steps in. Takes the ball outside. And there's a strike. And another little strike there. I think that was like a little comeback change up there. He's grounded to Yang and put him away for the second out. Andy Cochran steps in now. Catcher. And there's a strike. 2-1 now on Cochran. Hammond's looking locked in so far. 33 pitches. Grounded that one to Watson for the final out. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Warblers in the top of the fourth. Marlon John steps in. 0 for 1. He's having himself a rough season. Hitting 118 with only 3 RBIs. And, you know, this is a contact hitter with some speed, so it's not what you want to see out of your everyday first baseman. Once fouled off. And fouled off again. 1 and 2 now on Johns. And he hits one up the middle, base hit. So a little squibber up the middle. Johns is on. Brings up Judy Charles, who's 0 for 1 today. Like I said, Johns runs pretty well. Judy Charles is juiced, actually. So you can see her stats exceeding the limits. And that one's hit down the right field line, but foul. Shattered bat to Quinto, to Gentry, back to Quinto for the 3-6-3 double play.
Number 15.
Brings up Tim Barneswell. I don't think we've seen a juiced player make an impact so far this whole entire season. That one's hit up the middle, base hit. So Barneswell's on.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 21.
Brings up Blake Ortiz now. Barneswell runs pretty well at first, and they're going to check on him. Yoft, 55 pitches now. That one's hit the pepperonis for the final out. We'll have to check on Yoft next time he comes up. Top of the order, though, due up for the Marauders. And that is Lila Quinto, who will lead it off today. She's 1 for 1 with a single. It's fouled off. There's a good little break-in pitch there from Hammond, 1-2, and 2-2 now, Quinto. And she works the count full. The full count pitch from Hammond, and he walks her. He's not very happy with himself, because that brings up Brandon McLongthrope, who's locked in. Again, one of the best hitters in Cheese League baseball. Looks at a high strike. The crowd did not like that call. Marauders faithful here in their Marauder maroon. That one's hit through the right side, base hit. So no outs, 2 runners on for Joaquin Buck, who's 0 for 1 today. Good inside pitch there from Hammond. He's tried with that breaking pitch outside. And there's working back now. 1-2. Buck pops that one up. Barneswell's there. The runner didn't even think about going, so 1 out now. Runners on first and second. Tucker Gentry, another hot-hitting batter here for the Marauders. Hitting .439, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. Kind of thrown around him now. 3-0 to Gentry. Hits that one right at Watson, though. For the second out. Liu steps in. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. 2 on, 2 out. That one's popped up. Kind of out there in no man's land. And Barneswell tracks it down for the final out. I wasn't sure anybody was going to get there, but they do. And the Marauders strand a pair of runners. Now into the top of the 5th. Bottom part of the order due up here with the Warblers, and that's a base hit. So the Warblers lead off the 5th with a base runner. And Nico McLongthrope steps in. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. .96 in the gun there from Yoft. He's approaching 60 pitches now. That's grounded. Oh, off Quinto's glove. And they're able to get McLongthrope at first, but the runner does advance. So 1 out, runner on second. Rip Lynn steps in. See, Yoft's stats are starting to shift and trend downward now as Lynn fouls that one off. 1-2. Try to get him to chase inside. And that one's popped up. Buck is there. Put away for the second out. And Gray Rose steps in. Number 1 hitter here, 1 for 2 today. And he fouls that one off. That gets on top of the Warblers dugout. 1-1. I tried to get him a chase. He checked, but did not go around. That one's hit quite well. And that's going to drop in. That's going to be extra bases. Runner comes home. And it is an RBI double.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the Warblers lead at 2-0 here. See Yoff's stats taking a little bit of a dive now. And they are going to walk Watson. Intentional walk here. Kenna Watson. They're going to choose the pitch to Johns instead, who's 1 for 2 today. There's a strike. 1-1 now on Johns. Johns hits that one quite well. And is that off the distance? No, off the top of the wall. Played very well off the carom out there, but that was very, very close to a home run. Inches away from a home run. Warblers lead it now 3-0 as Judy Charles steps in. 2 outs, runners in the corners. And now the 3-0 to Charles, and she is walked. So Yoff walks the bases loaded. That brings up Barneswell, 1 for 2 today. And we're going to have a pitching change. Von Crumb's coming in out of the pen to relieve Yoft. And 0-2 now to Barneswell. Try to get him a chase outside, 1-2. And that's grounded. So he gets there. Longthrow fields it, fires. There's out number 3. Warblers leave the bases loaded, but they get 2 runs. They lead it 3-0. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Stetson Fuller. 6-7-8 due up for the Marauders. Fuller's 0 for 1 today. Hammond has the comfortable lead now. It's an inside pitch. Walk prone activated. 3-0 to Fuller. There's a strike in the outside corner. And full count. Got him in chase outside. And Charles is there to put it away for the first out. Clouse steps in. You hear the fans clamoring for Wilder Plows. He's a crowd favorite. 2-1 now to Plows. And there's a strike. Hammond's working back. Full count, but he walks him. So Hammond walks Plows. Brings up Tater Pepperonis, who's 0 for 1 today. Plows runs pretty well there at first. Popped up with Longthrow. Camps under it. And that's the second out. There's a Bandrew Cochran. And we're going to have a pinch hitter now. Julian Park comes in. Park is the league leader in strikeouts, so I don't know about this move here. And 3-0 now on Park. Hammond at 70 pitches here. That's a ball in the dirt. McLongthrow tried to block it. Best that he could. Now runners on first and second for Lila Quinto. And there's a strike. 0-1. 1-1 now on Quinto. Grounded. Yang is there. And he fires to first for the final out. So the Marauders unable to make any dent in the Warblers' lead as Ortiz leads it off. The Warblers here in the top of the 6th. They still lead at 3-0. It's hit to Quinto for the first out. Bear Yang now 1 for 2 today with a single. Looks at a ball way outside. Von Crum still in relief of Yoft. And works back now. Full count on Yang, and Von Crum walks him. Brings up Nico McLongthrow, who's 1 for 2 today with a single. The ball very low. Grounded, but foul. 1-1 now on McLongthrow. He fouls that one off. 1-2. Now McLongthrope looks at a ball high, 2-2. That one floats up there. Popped up. Buck is there. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19.
Riplin steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. Ooh, there's a ball way inside. And in the dirt. 2 outs, runner up first here in the bottom of the, or the top of the 6th, I apologize. Good pitch there from Von Crum. Nice little breaking pitch, but nonetheless he walks him, so that brings up Rose, who's 2 for 3 today. Been hot out of that leadoff spot. 2 doubles, some RBIs, and there he goes again. Runner's coming home. Liu throws. Safe. Rose just been on fire today. Runners on the corners, 2 outs now. Kenna Watson steps in. 2-0. And now 3-0 to Watson. For some reason, these Marauders pitchers are afraid to pitch to Kenna Watson. Marlon John steps in. He's 2 for 3. There's a ball outside. Von Crum's stats, especially junk and accuracy, just trending downward. 33 pitches, 3-1 now to Johns. There's a pitch right down the pike. Full count. And he's walked. So, Von Crum walks a runner in. Bases loaded. Judy Charles up. And she's juiced. So let's see what happens here. There's a pitch in the dirt. 2-0. So Odell comes in. That one's hit well. Oh, no, maybe not. Charles just got under it. Fuller puts it away. The Warblers lead the bases loaded. They get 2 more runs, though. They lead at 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And McLongthrope steps in. Brandon McLongthrope, that is. 1 for 2 today. Hammond still working away out there. 75 pitches now. And nice play. Kenna Watson diving stop there at shortstop. 1 out. There's a Joaquin Buck. Grounder right up middle for a base hit. So Buck is on with 1 out. Tucker Gentry now 0 for 2 today. What characteristic of him? He's hitting 429. He's one of the league leaders in RBIs as well. And the 2-1 now to Gentry. Hammond's really, really working out there. Gets him to pop that one up. To McLongthrope behind the plate. Out number 2. Brings up Liu. He's 1 for 2 today. 2 outs, runner on first. Warblers lead at 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a foul ball. You can see it's a sea of maroon out there in the crowd. Lots of Marauders fans packing the home stadium today. And Liu's walked, so Hammond walks Liu. The Marauders have a pair of base runners, but Stetson Fuller steps in. And Fuller pops that one up. Yang camps under it, and this should do it for the final out of the inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up now in the top of the 7th for the Warblers. There's a good little shot there. You see some pastels out there. Pastel colors of the Warblers fans. 1 and 2 now to Barneswell. 2 and 2. Grounded to Quinto. She takes it herself for the first out.
Now batting the right fielder.
Ortiz steps in. 0 for 3 today. Having a rough season. 138, no homers, 2 ribbies. 2-1 now to Ortiz. And the 2-2 as Odell works back. Grounded to McLongthrope across the diamond to Quinto for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Yang steps in. He's 1 for 2 today. Like to get more production out of him. The Warblers management certainly is looking at Yang. Be a productive second baseman. There's a good hit up the middle, and that gets by Fuller out there for an extra base hit. So the Warblers have a 2-out double here from Yang. Brings up Nico McLongthrope. Looks a big looping curveball for a strike there from Odell. That one's grounded. Ooh, a little Sunday hop there to Pepperonis for the final out of the inning. Bottom part of the order up now for the Marauders. Wilder Plow steps in. He's 0 for 1, and we're going to have a pitching change. Middleman comes in. Now the Warblers' pen hopefully finish out this game. And that one's hit to Watson for the first out. Tater Pepperoni steps in. 0 for 2 now. Pitch in the inside corner. And Middleman's coming in, working quick. Gets Pepperonis to pop that one up. Who's going to be there? Is it going to be Watson? No, it's going to be Lynn for the second out. So the Marauders down to their final out now as Julian Park steps in. He is the league leader in strikeouts, so let's see what happens here. And a strike. Middleman working quick here. 2-1. There's another strike. 2-2 now on Park. And he strikes him out. To end the game, Warblers win. We haven't seen the Warblers play in a little while, and that rest is doing them well. They win 5-0 over the, well, tied for first place Marauders. So the Warblers improve to 8-6. The Marauders go to 9-5. And that makes that Pepperjack division a little more interesting. 5-9-0 the line there for the Warblers. 0-4-0 for the Marauders. So they shut them out. Take a look here at the offense of the Marauder on the the Warblers side. Gray Rose 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 1 strikeout. Had a really good game. Somebody they need to see more production out of for sure. These are DH, so you want him to be hitting quite well. Kenna Watson was 0 for 2. Really need her to step up her game for sure. Just looking here, Johns 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Barneswell had a hit. Yang had 2 hits. Yang, that's good news for the Warblers fans, the Warblers faithful. Bear Yang starts hitting a little bit better, and McLongthrope had a hit as well. On the Marauders side, not a lot. We have hits from Quinto, McLongthrope, Buck, Liu, and there it is. So, not a lot of strikeouts in this game. Fair share of walks, that's for sure, but interesting how that all plays out. Hammond gets the win. Improves his record 2-2, and Yoft gets the loss. He goes to 1-1. Both have pretty comparable ERAs, so it's no surprise that this game was pretty evenly matched. Let's take a look at the top 3 players. Gray Rose, obviously, 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs and a run. Marlon Johns there, 2 for 3 at 2 RBIs. And Bear Yang, 2 for 3, double, 2 runs. That is how game number 71 ends here, folks. Thank you so much for watching this game here on Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. If you like this game, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Geek_Cheese for Cheese League Baseball news, schedule announcements, updates. And that'll do it for us today, folks. Game number 71 in the books. Warblers win. Take care. Bye.